He has plenty of casual dates to keep him busy. Yeah, I was obsessed. No. Maybe. Did I mention fake dating? Hey, hi, hello. Welcome to the show. My name is Gislaine, and I am your gracious host. Today's episode is all about romance books. Oh my gosh. Okay, rewind. So since the start of the pandemic, I have decided that I need to read more because, before college and somewhat of high school, I used to read recreationally all the time. I devoured books. I would forget to eat. My mom would have to come pull books out of my hand and hide them so I would eat dinner and do the things that I needed to do to be a functioning, working human. Lost that before graduating high school, completely gone in undergrad. And so fast forward to 2020, I decided, let's get back into reading. And of course, I found romance books. I love them so much. I have read so many books, and I figure starting this channel, why not talk about the books that I love? Maybe some that I hate. I don't know. But mostly the ones that I love. So today's special guest is While We Were Dating by Jasmine Guillory. It is the 6th book in the Wedding Date series, but you do not have to read the other 5 books to read this one. I am reading them separately, and so I will be reviewing that book right now, today.
But wait! On a completely unrelated note, I tried out this mascara, so if you want to see how it turned out, click somewhere on the screen to watch this video. It's short.
Okay, now let's talk about the book. Have I said how much I love romance? I love romance. I am so excited to talk about this book. Obviously, it is still Black History Month, and I figure Black history, Black love, Black book, Black characters, Black me? I don't know. I see the vision. If you see me looking to the side, that is where my notes are. Prepared queen. I will read you the blurb on the back of the book. Dramatically, please hold. 2 people realize that it's no longer an act when they veer off script in this sizzling romantic comedy by New York Times bestselling author Jasmine Guillory. Ben Stevens is never bothered with serious relationships. He has plenty of casual dates to keep him busy, family drama he's trying to ignore, and his advertising job to focus on. When Ben lands a huge ad campaign featuring movie star Anna Gardner, it's hard to keep it professional. Anna's not just gorgeous and sexy, she's also down to earth and considerate, and he can't help flirting a little. Anna Gardner is on a mission to make herself a household name, and this ad campaign will be a great distraction while she waits to hear if she's booked her next movie. However, she didn't expect Ben Stevens to be her biggest distraction. She knows mixing business with pleasure never works out, but why not indulge in a harmless flirtation? Okay, that's enough of that. So many things to talk about here. Before I get into them though, I just want to remind you that you need to check the content and trigger warnings on the book just in case there's anything that might affect you while you're reading it. Make sure you do that. I do want to also disclaim I statements. Everything that I say about this book. My thoughts, my feelings, my opinions. Okay, gosh, where to start? Oh my god, I'm so overwhelmed. So things to note about the book. Dual point of view. I love dual point of view. We've got 2 Black main characters. Black love, Black romance. It's full of family and friends that are involved in their lives that get mentioned. They have conversations, parents, siblings, best friends, all that kind of stuff. Road trip. If you love the road trip trope, you got one. It's not a 2 beds, but it is a 1 room. So Ben Stevens. Fantastic. He's absolutely head over heels for Anna the second he meets her. Anna walks in, and not that he doesn't do his thing, he doesn't do his job, but he is blown away by how gorgeous she is. And I quote, Ben thought he knew what beautiful women were like, but he'd never seen anything like her before. He couldn't stop looking at her. She was luminous, like there was a spotlight on her somehow. She had golden brown skin, big brown eyes, and lips that ... Eee! Luminous, come on. He thought she was beautiful before, but beautiful seemed far too pedestrian a word for her. Guys, I love that. I love that energy. Book starts off fantastic with this energy. He falls first. Yet another trope that ticks off the what I need to read when I'm reading a romance book, for me personally. He is in therapy. Another tick for the book boyfriend list. He is a bit corny, but you know, it's okay. So one of my favorite moments, they're working on this ad campaign together. He's, you know, managing the things, holding a clipboard, and she smiles at him and he drops the clipboard. Please, 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 please. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with that. Guy forgets name, drops something, anything like that. You've won me. You've won me over. And this is probably within the first like 3 chapters. And one of his constant lines is, "Didn't I tell you you could count on me?" What a man. Ah. So Anna Gardner is a famous actress. She is a plus-sized actress. Very important. She's family-oriented and she deals with anxiety issues. It's talked about pretty heavily in the book. Ben does as well, and I think that's something that's done really, really well, which I really enjoy. So I'll talk more about why later. So I told you, Ben sees her and he's head over heels. Anna sees him and she's like, wow, he's like tall. Yeah, good looking, sure. I don't even actually remember if she says he's good looking when she first meets him. She notes that he's like the only Black person giving the presentation, and she's going through other people trying to pitch this ad campaign and they don't have Black people. So like right away we know he stands out because of that. I feel like maybe she says he's good looking. Maybe. She definitely knows the effect that she has on other people, but she does not know her own emotions. She starts to like him because he's a good guy. And obviously she's really concerned about her career and making sure that she gets the roles that she wants because she is an Oscar-nominated actress, but she's trying to get that Oscar for real. Trying to get those parts that she really wants to play. It's super important for her that she doesn't like dive into this relationship with this guy. So Anna is funny and she's sweet. And she's in denial, and she's a lovely person. One of my other favorite things about this book is that Anna has her best friend Penny. I love Penny. I love Penny. Penny has great energy. And they have this really great relationship where Penny's super supportive, but she's also protective and defensive. 10 out of 10. Fantastic. Amazing. She's hilarious as well. We love that. So Anna is confident. One of her lines stuck right here, lives rent free in my mind. She goes, "Let's be clear. The issue isn't whether I can get this man, but whether I should." No, exactly. Period. Her energy is immaculate, and as it should be. She's that girl, okay? Her manager, Simon, if you read this book, or when you read this book, you get to Simon, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Because for me, Simon is on thin ice. You'll read why. So the romance starts blossoming and budding over the course of them creating this ad campaign. The first 6 chapters are kind of just like, you know, getting the rhythm of the two of them working. And after 6, it's a little spicy. It's a little spicy. I love that Ben falls head over heels immediately, and Anna's like, yeah, right, no, maybe, I don't know. I love that. I don't know if I've mentioned this already. Ben is amazing. Amazing. No problems, no issues. And then as we get to know him more, we realize he's a real person. I think that's something I really, really appreciated about this book, is that like they felt like real people. They feel like people that I know, people that I will meet tomorrow. There were times where I was reading this book and I said, wait a minute, Jasmine, how did you get access into my personal thoughts? Anna really deals with anxiety, and so does Ben in a different way. And I really, really enjoy how they address her having a panic attack, her having to navigate anxiety in her career and in her real life. And so that's also something that I really, really appreciate, the discussion of the health and the mental health. Also, the smaller discussions about microaggressions in the workplace, a little brief mention of medical racism, and even vulnerability of Black women in the face of anxiety and depression and things like that. There are not a lot of spaces where Black women get to be vulnerable or feel that they can be vulnerable. And that's something that Anna explicitly says, is that she didn't feel that she could be weak, that she had to be strong and fight through the things. And it's like, no, if you know a strong Black woman in your life, you really should ask, is she strong because she's genuinely strong, or is she strong because she has to be strong? I am all for delicate, fragile, vulnerable, damsel Black women. I love it. I think there should be more representation of that in media and in literature, because hello, we need to rest. We need to be carried and lifted and saved. Not every time save ourselves. So I feel like I've talked enough about this book. Hopefully I've avoided spoilers. We'll see. So sorry to post-production Gislaine. My bad.
My bad.
But now to give you my final rating. So I've ranted and I raved. I've ranted and I raved. I'm gonna rant and rave some more. My spice rating. So I said there's a little bit of spice. There are some things that are fade to black and some things that are not fade to black. I would put this book at about a 3 on my spice scale. Do with that what you will. Now, on to my overall rating. So like I have said for the last however many minutes, love this book. I love the characters. I love the discussions that Jasmine brings to the table. I love getting to engage with my favorite tropes: road trip, fake dating. Did I mention fake dating? I don't know if I did. Fake dating! Dual point of view, and the one room, not one bed trope. All of that encompassed, I would give this book a 4.5 out of 5 stars. If you're wondering, Gislaine, you love this book so much, why are you not giving it a 5 out of 5? To be very honest with you, I'm giving it a 4.5 because post-production Gislaine, I don't know if she's gonna know how to do 4.8 stars. I feel like it's just gonna be easier to do half of a star for her.
Oh, how considerate.
And also, when I give a book a 5 out of 5, I don't know, it's really dependent on like how I feel immediately after finishing. Like if I can't put it down. There were definitely moments while I was reading this book that I put it down a little bit and was like, I could take a little bit of a break from this or something. Not saying that it's not good, but just that's how I interact with the books that I read. Some of the books that I have given a 5 out of 5 are Act Your Age, Eve Brown by Talia Hibbert. The Love Hypothesis is a 5.
And don't fight me, because I know how you girls like to tussle.
Legendborn is a 5 out of 5. Like books that I finish them and they're very visceral and poignant moments that I am constantly thinking about. And they're at the forefront of my mind always. And I would absolutely pick it up tomorrow and reread it. No questions, no doubts, start to finish. And I would buy it from my personal library. Usually I read these books, I'll borrow them from the library. But when I have a 5 out of 5 book, I buy it to add it to my personal library. It's very rare that I'll buy a book without having read it first. Because like, what if you get it and you hate it? I don't know. That is why I'm giving it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. That half star does not take away from the beauty of this book. Fantastic. I love the cover art. I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but if I see like real people on the cover of a book, the chances that I'll actually read it, slim to none. But illustrated covers are my jam, and I love this book's cover. It's beautiful. Definitely pick it up. Get it from your local library. I'll link it in the description on Amazon if you want to get it from Amazon. And before I close out this video, I think it's time for me to rant. I tried my best to avoid spoilers, and I'm gonna give in to them now. Don't turn away. I'll turn the volume down so you don't hear, but I do need some time. Just one time in the face. Put her in a suitcase. Rant over. So please definitely check out the book, and if you haven't read anything else by Jasmine Guillory, I highly recommend that you do. So thank you so much for watching this. If you like to read, this is a safe space for you. I will definitely be talking more about books that I enjoyed on this channel. So if you have a book that you absolutely adore and you think I should read it, drop that in the comments and I will check it out, and maybe you will see my review right here on this channel. And I will see you in the next episode.